A nation known for its calm precision and steady monarchic tradition has been rattled to its core. The Netherlands, a country that prides itself on the dignity of its royal family, has suddenly found itself thrust into a vortex of whispers, emotions, and intense speculation. What started as a quiet rumor escalated into a full-blown media storm, as news unexpectedly leaked, sending shockwaves throughout Dutch society and beyond. The story centers around none other than King Willem-Alexander and his eldest daughter, Crown Princess Amalia. Two of the most recognizable figures in the monarchy, once praised for their composed and measured approach to public life, are now at the center of an emotional whirlwind that no one saw coming. It began with a leak, carefully timed or accidentally slipped, we may never know. But it found its way into the public domain, and the headlines exploded. The people of the Netherlands, who have long admired King Willem-Alexander's grounded approach to leadership and his close relationship with the Dutch people, were stunned. The news was not simply about royal protocols or ceremonial changes, it was deeply personal. It exposed layers of family dynamics, private struggles, and long-guarded truths that the royal household never intended for the public eye. Crown Princess Amalia, only recently stepping into more public royal duties as she inches closer to the throne, has already captivated the world with her intelligence, grace, and modern outlook. Yet behind the elegance lies a story far more complex than the fairy tale narrative often associated with royal heirs. According to the leak, a dramatic and emotional shift has taken place within the royal household, one that has altered the trajectory of both King Willem-Alexander's reign and Amalia's future role. The leak did not merely expose facts, it unleashed a narrative of conflict, compassion, and quiet desperation. Behind the castle walls, a fierce debate has been raging, a generational divide that has placed the king and his daughter on opposite ends of a deeply sensitive issue. The source of the conflict: Amalia's increasing desire to modernize the Dutch monarchy and redefine what it means to be a royal in the 21st century. The young princess, having studied abroad and observed other royal institutions across Europe, has developed a firm conviction: the monarchy must evolve, or risk fading into irrelevance. King Willem-Alexander, though a forward-thinking monarch himself, has reportedly expressed concerns over the pace and extent of the changes Amalia is proposing. The heart of the tension, according to insiders, lies in Amalia's determination to reduce the number of official royal duties and shift the focus of the monarchy from ceremonial engagements to more socially impactful work, particularly in mental health, education, and climate change. While the king supports her vision in theory, he is wary of disrupting centuries-old traditions too rapidly, fearing backlash not only from royalists but also from within their own extended royal network. But the drama runs deeper than ideological differences. The leak also revealed emotional exchanges, cheers, passionate debates, and moments of silence that speak volumes. Amalia is said to have confronted her father directly, in a moment described as both respectful and fiercely heartfelt. She reportedly spoke of the pressure she feels, the weight of expectations, and the inner conflict of balancing personal freedom with royal duty. For the first time, the public is now aware of just how emotionally intense these private conversations have been. One particularly gripping detail in the leak describes a private moment between the king and his daughter in the royal gardens. Witnessed by no one but overheard through confidential staff communications, the king is said to have pleaded with Amalia to wait, to give the monarchy a little more time to adjust, to understand her vision, and to prepare the Dutch public. Amalia, in turn, stood firm, insisting that the time for gradual change is over. Her generation, she reportedly said, cannot wait another decade. Public reaction has been swift and divided. Supporters of the young princess see her as a bold reformer, unafraid to challenge convention and breathe new life into an aging institution. Social media is flooded with hashtags like #TeamAmalia and #FutureQueenNow, with young Dutch citizens particularly resonating with her modern stance. Meanwhile, traditionalists are calling for caution, fearing that too much change too soon will erode the essence of the Dutch monarchy, a symbol of unity and national pride. Adding to the emotional gravity of the story is Queen Maxima, the ever-poised Argentine-born queen consort. Though not directly named in the leak, her presence looms large in this unfolding drama. Many insiders suggest that she has been quietly playing the role of peacemaker, bridging the emotional chasm between her husband and daughter. Her deep emotional intelligence and maternal instinct have reportedly helped soften some of the harsher exchanges, reminding both king and princess that family must come before institution. Despite efforts to contain the fallout, the leak has triggered a media frenzy. Dutch tabloids have gone into overdrive, foreign royal commentators are weighing in, and even political figures have cautiously begun to comment on the implications. Some argue that the monarchy's internal conflict is its own business. Others claim that as public figures funded by the taxpayer, transparency is owed. The king's office has remained tight-lipped, issuing only a brief statement urging for respect and space during what they termed a challenging family discussion. But silence, in this case, has only fueled further speculation. Every public appearance is now dissected with microscopic intensity. A sideways glance from Amalia at a recent engagement became fodder for headlines. The king's unusually subdued tone during a national address has been interpreted by many as emotional exhaustion. Meanwhile, Amalia's recent university appearances have gained newfound attention. Her speeches, once seen as academic or ceremonial, are now scrutinized for hidden messages. In a recent lecture on youth engagement, she said, "Our future depends on the courage to question the present." That sentence alone went viral, with many interpreting it as a veiled message to her father and the monarchy at large. Among all this, a lingering question remains unanswered. Will the monarchy survive this storm intact, or will this be the beginning of a profound transformation that redefines its place in Dutch society? There are now whispers, unconfirmed but persistent, that Amalia may be considering a radical step, a public address of her own. Such a move would be unprecedented for a crown princess at this stage, but sources claim she feels the public deserves to hear her voice directly. Whether this will happen remains to be seen, but if it does, it could mark one of the most significant turning points in modern Dutch royal history. Adding to the emotional complexity is the bond between father and daughter, now tested in a way few could have imagined. King Willem-Alexander, known for his approachable manner and close connection with his children, is reportedly grappling with a sense of emotional loss, the realization that his little girl has become a strong-willed woman with ideas that challenge his own. And Amalia, for all her modern views, still longs for her father's blessing. As the world watches, what's at stake is more than just royal titles and responsibilities. It's a generational story of change, of legacy, and of love tested under pressure. It's about a father trying to preserve a system he was born into, and a daughter determined to reshape it into something that speaks to her generation's values. It's a moment that transcends royal gossip. It speaks to broader themes of youth versus tradition, progress versus preservation, and personal identity within inherited duty. The emotional toll on both figures cannot be underestimated. Sources close to the palace describe sleepless nights, moments of self-doubt, and even therapy sessions quietly arranged to help navigate the stress. For the Dutch people, this is more than royal drama, it is a mirror. A reflection of their own changing views on leadership, relevance, and what it means to serve. Some call it a crisis. Others call it necessary growing pains. But no one can deny its impact. And so the nation waits, watching every step, every statement, every facial expression, hoping for signs of reconciliation or at least mutual understanding. The question lingers in the air like mist over the canals of Amsterdam. Will King Willem-Alexander and Princess Amalia find common ground before irreversible decisions are made? Or is this the beginning of a new monarchy entirely, one where the old rules no longer apply? The Dutch monarchy has long been respected for its ability to evolve while maintaining tradition. This latest chapter may be its most critical yet. And as the world tunes in, one thing is certain: what happens next will be written not just in history books, but in the hearts of those who believe in royalty, in family, and in the power of transformation. So now we turn to you. What do you think about this emotional royal divide? Should Princess Amalia push forward with her modern vision, or should she tread more carefully out of respect for royal tradition and her father's reign? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive, in-depth royal updates you won't find anywhere else.